So, welcome everyone to the secrets of living a full life, or we call this as full talks. What does F stand for? Any of you?
Fearless.
Fearless. You, Usha? Unstoppable.
You
L
take.
is L is
Sorry.
limitless.
Hmm.
Did you say limitless, Kuzem?
No, I didn't say. You said.
Okay. So limitless and L is loving. So we promote the secrets of living a full life where F is fearless, U is unstoppable, L is limitless, and L is loving. So under the secrets of living a full life, we have today a very, very important topic, that is the power of networking. So, in the power of networking, we are here to share with you why it is so very important to build your network, as your net worth is determined by your network. And for that, we have a wonderful person, a genuine soul, a very kind human being. He's none other than the Rotarian Khuzem Sakarwala. So give him a huge round of applause, everyone, for being here with us to share wonderful wisdom with regards to networking. So a huge round of applause.
Thank you, BG, for inviting. So
Yes.
there's more networking happening. So I'm networking with more people today with you.
That's wonderful. So this is also networking.
This is also
So
network.
he's the founder of a co-founder of Inner Space Modular Concepts, and he's an interior designer by profession, and I'm sure he has designed many people's lives also by his mere presence in their lives, and actually coaching and mentoring them in an indirect way, which I have seen for myself. And he's a wonderful person. His business category is standard and customized modular furniture for residential, commercial, educational, hospitality, and outdoor. So a wide range. And he is a veteran at BNI, has had a lot of recognitions, as is he's a gold club, 4 diamond pins he has received. And diamond pins is for maximum inductions. Am I right, Hussein sir?
Yes, it's.
Yes. So he's been an LT once as the vice president, and he's a launch catalyst of BNI Pearl, BNI United, BNI Wonders. And he's also a part of Rotary Club, Mumbai Bravehearts, and the first Passport Club, uh, Rotary International District 3141. And he also co-founded it on 2nd July 2020, and he's been a Rotarian since 20 years. And he has sponsored 55 members. Just imagine his convincing skills. Rather, I don't think he convinces anybody. People just follow him. The Rotary recognitions are 4 avenues of service and charter member of Rotary International Membership Society at gold level. The TRF contribution recognitions is he's a major donor of level 1 benefactor polio plus society member, and important designations he held was the president in 2007 and 8, 2014 and 15, RC, and the Mumbai Green City secretary in 2009-10 of Mumbai Green City, president of 2022 RC Mumbai Bravehearts. So he is a true leader, and I'm sure we will get some leadership tips also from him. He was also the project director of District 3141's premier project, Touching Little Hearts. And he's an avenue chair of the fundraising committee of 2025-26. Oh, wonderful. So you already planned in advance. Amazing. Yeah, so Rotary Leadership Institute alumni, and he's also a part of the NGO People of Good Hope Foundation and co-founder.
It's our NGO.
Yeah.
It's our NGO, Nazin and my NGO.
Oh,
We
your
have started
personal
it.
NGO. Wonderful.
Yes. Yes.
It's amazing. So I am sure I want to be a part of it. And please let me know in any way that I can contribute to it. And I would be really happy. So, friends, this is Khuzem Sakarwala, and it's a great opportunity for us to have him here. And we have the students of Management Me School of Confidence. They are here to enhance their leadership skills, get connected to people like you who would be adding value to their lives, and to be inspired by all the guests whom Management Me School of Confidence brings forth and enhance their connection with the world. So these are the young leaders, the leaders for the future, and I'm so very proud of them. And when you speak to them, you will see how deep rooted in values they are and how much of contributors they are. So we have a round of introduction. So let's start with Usha.
Hello, sir. Hello, Miss.
Hi,
And
Usha.
hello, everyone. I'm Usha, a homemaker, a learner, and MEMS student.
Thank you, Usha. Yes, Gayatri.
Hi, sir. Hi, everybody. My name is Gayatri. I just completed my BBA. I'm gonna join MBA. And yeah, that's all I want to say about myself. Thank you.
Welcome, Gayatri. Yes, Vidhi.
Hello everyone, I am Vidhi Bajaj and recently I'm in 11th standard and I have completed 1 year with management me.
Thank you, Vidhi. Yes, Tanush.
My name is Tanush, and I'm currently studying in 12th. And of course, I'm a GMAM student, and I'm always wanting to learn and improve myself. And yeah, that's about it.
And he's an aspiring engineer. Thank you, Tanush. Yes, Neha.
BJ, I will not speak. I'm not well.
Okay. So she's just here to attend and get whatever value she can. And she's an amazing lady. She's, I mean, the most resilient person I have ever seen. And I will share about her later on when I speak to you personally. So we come forward to this second part of the session after the introduction, where we will have Gayatri, who's going to ask you a few questions, sir, regarding networking. But before that, let me share my gratitude to Khuzem for having been here, spending his valuable time with us.
My
So
gratitude to
thank you,
you,
Khuzem.
Biji. It is basically, it's always a handshake. You know, you can't shake hands without both of them forwarding the hand. So you extended the hand, I took it. That's it. Thank you.
Thank you. What a beautiful way of looking at it.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. Yes, over to you, Gayatri. What is it that you want to know from sir?
Yeah. Hi, sir. I have prepared a few questions for
Yeah.
you, if you don't mind. So I'll move to the first question.
Okay.
Could you give a brief explanation of the importance of networking as an employee and as a business owner?
Okay, Gayatri. Here I would like to say is networking is the key to a person's learning and growth. So basically, if you do networking, a person learns something from the other person and grows. Whether one is an employee or a business owner, one needs to connect with people to sell their products or services. So whatever you are doing, you may be a business owner, you may be Ambani also, but he also has to sell something. So basically, to sell something, you need a network of people. So you have to connect with people. That's what network is all about.
Okay.
Who will one do business? So you will get the person. And once you network, you will get the person or persons to do business with, or get referred for a job. If one does not have a network, you will not get it's not possible to do business or get a job, because everything is on referrals. So you are referred for business, you are referred for a job, somebody refers you, and that's where your qualification goes one step ahead, and you are able to get through that thing. So network is everything about everything in your daily life. Yeah.
Right. So if you want to be successful, you have to do networking. So for you, Gayatri, as an MBA student, the more you get connected to the members in your class and your professors and network with them, talk to them, as and when you require help and so on. So you sort of stand out amongst the crowd, and you're visible to them. So they will want to give more, and they will keep you in mind, and as sir rightly said, refer you to the right placement agency or whoever comes to the college, and you can get a good job.
So here, really, when you said something like, now we are talking about college. So
Yes.
when I passed out of interiors from Rashna Sansars, basically that was
Huh.
in 1982,
Huh.
and I was a good student in interiors, so my professors looked upon me very well. So my
Huh.
head of department was, there's a subject in SNDT Juhu.
Huh.
EYBAC students are taught interiors. They choose a subject of interiors for them to learn. So they
Okay.
choose the subject. It's part of the home science, but they,
Huh.
in EYBAC there was subject of interiors which my head of department was doing teaching out there.
Wow.
He wanted to step down from there,
Huh.
from SNDT, and
Huh.
he had more position in Rashna Sansad where I studied.
Huh.
He proposed my name to replace him in SNDT.
Wow.
And that was when I was 20 years old. So basically, my age was 20. When I entered the class, the girls were 21 years old. So anyway, girls otherwise also are more mature than guys. I walk
Yeah.
in and everybody starts laughing. And that is something, okay, I knew that this would happen. So there was no way that I was not prepared for it, because they got a shock of their life that this boy is going to come and teach us that way. So,
Oh
but
my
I
God,
knew.
how did you manage that? The resistance would have been there. अरे हमसे छोटा छोकरा हमको क्या सिखाएगा?
No, no, but then it's okay. I knew. See, when you have your background, you know your subject. So
Correct.
I basically, in the end, after 2, 3 sessions, they learned that they were talking to somebody who knew his job. Whether the age was not the matter. So age was just a
True.
number at that time. And the
Right.
unusual part was that going forward, I was there for 3 years teaching there as a part-time lecturer,
Hmm.
and they had a silver jubilee during that period, silver jubilee of SNDT.
Mm-hmm.
And I had myself not learned model making, but
Hmm.
I taught them model making. Now, what happened was
That's
that
that's like taking a challenge which you have not done before.
what I was not taught in my college, but I said, okay, let's do it. It's always learning. As I told you today, also with all these people here, I
Yeah.
am going to learn and go, not give and go. Basically, everything is all about learning. If you take something, you learn. If you don't take something, then you never grow on. That's the way it goes.
Actually, so
So
that
then,
comes
yeah,
that
and
comes to the value of BNI forever learning,
yes, yes, and
and
then
teaching is
the principle
teaching
of
is one of the mediums.
yes, yes. And then the principle of SNDT, they had this target of doing that exhibition. They decided to do an exhibition because the models were very well made.
Hmm.
Now, there was a deadline to it, and it couldn't be done within that period, within the starting of that thing. So I
Hmm.
was given special permission to stay in the girls' hostel alone with the girls for 3 days. So that was something which was given. That is something which no one knows about me, and this is something which I am talking to you today.
Wonderful, and you are having two beautiful girls beside you right now. Awesome, awesome.
Yeah.
So we move forward to the next question. What is it, Gayatri?
Yeah, so the next question was to do with styles. So, what are, according to you, are there any styles or types of networking, or like what kind of mediums do you use to network with people? I see.
Okay. So see, networking can benefit a person not just for business, but also for their personal requirements. So when you network, you may, like BG and I are both in BNI, and
Right.
it's not that everything we get is business. We are not there
True.
for just business, but we are also getting friends who are into other businesses, and we may require their services. So we get that platform where we get our services at one platform with a reliable source. Otherwise, what would happen? We would have to search for different people outside in the world, and we don't know those people. Whereas here, these people are meeting us week after week. So we get a network of people who are able to even serve us. It's only through one's own network that one can connect to many other networks. So, everybody of us have our own network. Everybody has friends, friends in school, friends in college, family members who are into some business or some work or the other, and that is our own network. And that helps us connect to many other people. Because if you have a cousin who knows some other people and you have a requirement and you talk to your cousin, maybe your cousin will tell you, okay, "Nee, I have somebody I know." Now, I'll give you an example. Just day before yesterday, I had a cousin who had a some problem with the back, and we have a physiotherapist in our chapter. Immediately, I told him, why don't I connect you to her? You talk to her. I got his report, shared it with the physiotherapist, and I got them connected. So that's, see, it was like out of the blue, I called my cousin. He had a problem, he had a requirement. I got my network to help him out. Now, he had not come to me to ask for that. It was just that it was while talking, I got to know about this. This is what all about. Attending this meeting today itself is an example of networking for me. All of us are connected here today thanks to BG ma'am to understand networking. But the fact is that it is a new network group for all of us. So all of us meeting each other is again a new network group because I didn't know y'all till today. Today I come to know y'all come to know about me. And if at all, anytime something is required, y'all can always connect to me through her.
Yes.
I would say one school, college, family, friends, business associates are networks in itself. For me, other than these, I have joined BNI and Rotary means business for business networking, Rotary for social causes, and Indian Institute of Interior Designers for my professional network. So this is all the networking I do.
So I have a question here. Like you
Yes.
have identified the different areas of your life and you
Yes.
have connected that to the networks.
Yes.
So was it that it happened consciously or you just went about it?
No. See, basically, uh, when I am part of my business,
Hmm.
BNI happened because somebody invited me to BNI.
Okay.
So, and I didn't resist it because I was always a networker. So
Hmm.
for me, business networking was never there before that.
Hmm.
I was in Rotary before, so I am in Rotary since 2004.
Hmm.
I was already known in Rotary otherwise, so I had a good
Hmm.
network of Rotarians there.
Hmm.
I've been in business for more than 40 years. So I have my
Hmm.
business network altogether. So my
Hmm.
business associates also become my network. No, all said and done. Somewhere the
Correct.
other, it's not just that we are there for business. Once you, really speaking, if you are doing business, you are more talking to them than your family members also, actually, if you go to this, because the
Right.
whole day goes in business discussion. So that's why.
Correct. So it is the relationships that we build over the period of time. You get something in kind, you get something in cash.
Yeah. And whether you get cash in kind, you can always get a friend. So it is not,
Yes.
the idea is not that we should be thinking that we should get something. You got a friend that is more than what you have got. So that is the most important.
So business, I believe, is a what you say, a byproduct of the
Yes.
relationships built
Yes.
over
Business
the
is
period
always,
of time.
it is always a byproduct. That is.
Yes.
And that's,
And when you're doing business, it's not that you're selling your product, you're actually selling yourself.
yes.
So they say people don't buy products, people buy you.
Yes. So
So
your
many
credibility,
times, yeah.
your credibility is more important than the product.
Yeah, so to tell you this one particular fact, that Gayatri's mother, she just walks into the office and she comes with Gayatri and she tells me, I have followed you 1 year and now I want you to train or mentor my daughter.
Right.
So, how important can social media be used as a networking forum?
Yes, it can be. I am not so much of a social media. I mean, I'm not a technology person, but I am learning that also.
Yes, and sir, it's very, very important in today's age because they say if you are not on social media, you're not in business.
Right.
So I remember that this YouTube live I started a few years back, and every Wednesday I used to do it, and I was just thinking like, I mean, are people even watching it? And I never had the time to even bother to see how many likes or how many people have watched it. But I get clients from YouTube as well, and there was this lady from New York who's a business professional, and she had some issues with her moving forward in the business in her professional life. I think she was a chartered accountant, And she used to watch all my videos, and then one fine day she messages me that, ma'am, I need your mentoring to reach to a particular level. So you do not know what actions you're doing in networking that could give you, some or the other benefits later on. Yeah. So we move forward to the next question, Gayatri.
Yeah. Next question, sir, that I have for you is it said that network is your net worth. Can you elaborate this further with relevant examples if possible? So your network is your net worth.
Okay.
Yeah.
So let me give you my own example. Being in the business of modular furniture, my requirement is HNI clients. So one is that I look for individual HNI clients, right? That is how I would look at it as a normal person. Okay, when I get an HNI client, I will get work for modular furniture for their apartment or their office. Optionally, through my networks of BNI, Rotary Business, and Indian Institute of Interior Designers, I am able to connect with many more referred HNI clients. So what happens is, individually, I can only talk to certain number of HNI clients, but with a network, they have their own networks and they have their own connected people who may have a requirement, which they will connect them to me, and it will be a referral. So if it's a referral, I will get more HNI clients and I'll get more business out of it. So this not only helps me in getting more business, but also a better success ratio of closing the deal. With respect to Rotary, if I were to help a certain cause, say scholarship for underprivileged children, I would personally have a limitation for how many children I can personally support. But through my Rotary network, I would be able to help many more children. So if I get a project in Rotary, for example, okay, we want to do support children for education. Now, I will passionately take up that project. Now, I will say I will do 5 children. I'll give you an example that there was one person, a Rotarian, who was sponsoring 5 children for scholarship. Now, for him, मेरा राइट हैंड और मेरा लेफ्ट हैंड दिखना नहीं मांगता है कि मैं ये कर रहा हूँ. मतलब दैट इज द नॉर्मल इंडियन टेंडेंसी कि मेरा बाएं हाथ को पता नहीं चल रहा है दाएं हाथ क्या कर रहा है. दैट इज
Right.
what the aspect of what Indians think that is.
Right.
Being in Rotary, I said, you are in Rotary. You are not going to tell people because you want to show off that you are supporting 5 children. But if you showcase it, there may be other people who may want to support, but they don't get into the implication of getting that thing done. He got into Rotary. After that, we supported 200 children. And the same person took it forward. So his 5 children were there, but there were other 200 people who sponsored money.
Wow.
And it became such a large project. So that's the whole thing. Similarly, for my pediatric heart surgery project, which I have headed in Rotary, first 3 years.
Pediatric heart surgery.
Surgery, yes.
For that means it is for kids, right?
For underprivileged children, yes.
Sir, this is how the universe connects, because when my dad was in hospital, I was walking up the stairs of the hospital, and I was under a lot of pressure because there were a lot of things that I was supposed to do, and my children themselves were small, and my parents both were not well, and dad was in the ICU. And I happened to see some young children, like maybe 3, 4, 5, 6 years old, and I saw this one girl having IV on her hand. So I just looked at her and I asked her parent, like, why is she here? And he said, we have come from the interiors of Maharashtra. Don't, I think, is the place. I'm not very sure now. And we have come here to do the surgery for the child because she's got a hole in the heart. And we are 16 children who have been brought here, and this is entirely sponsored by one gentleman. So I just looked up and I said, I know, God, what are you trying to tell me through this particular message? And that day I took a sankalp, or I promised that I want to sponsor 16 heart operations. But of course, I've not grown so much in my business that I've become a philanthropist, but that is what I want to be. And I started supporting the operations in whatever little way I could through one of the NGOs, which is called as the Baby Care Foundation. So I'm sure now why I have invited you today.
So I also got into the project very unusually. So see, professionally, I'm not a doctor.
Uh,
Uh, I how it happened all was Adi came into our chapter. He
uh,
made my business film.
uh.
I
By the
uh,
way, those who do not know, I think you can introduce Adi Pocha also to them.
yeah. So I think you will introduce him better. Why don't you do it?
He's one of the finest corporate filmmakers, and he is a very learned person and an expert in his job. And he is also at leadership positions in BNI. So there's a lot of value that he adds to people's life, and he makes corporate films. So what Khuzem is saying is, he got a film made by Adi for
Hmm.
regarding to his business. Yeah.
So I got my film made, and Adi is a school friend. So
हाँ,
नेटवर्किंग यहाँ पे नेटवर्किंग की सबसे बड़ी बात आती है. हम 40 साल एक दूसरे को जानते थे. We knew each other for 40 years, and we
हाँ.
never spoke business. I
Okay.
introduced him to BNI. That is when I learned about his business and he learned about mine.
Great.
And he proposed to me, why don't you make your business film? Considering your business is this, the type of business you are in, you need to showcase it in a better way. Now, being a school friend, I said, okay, we'll go ahead. The option he gave me was, चल film मैं बनाता हूँ, मेरा घर तू बनाना. So there was there was a
Another
barter
barter.
there was a barter deal. कि मैं तेरा घर, I'll make your so I didn't have to invest immediately. Adi is not he is a high profile filmmaker. He
Yeah.
gives that value, so it's worth the price you pay for it that way. So he made my film, and I would the way he made my film. I'll give you an example here. Is in my industry, I'm known for my work. As I told you that when I was in college, I was given my professor replaced me in his position, so he knew what I was. Otherwise, he would not have done that. So
Correct.
same way in my industry, people know me that way. So I
Okay.
would consider that I was the Amol Palekar of my industry. Amol Palekar is a very good actor,
Yes.
but he's very good actor. Adi converted to me Shah Rukh Khan of my business. So basically, from a star to a
Superstar.
superstar. That's what he converted me. So that film got made. After that, it was so well made that now I don't have to talk about my business. The film talks.
Wonderful. Wonderful.
And then, when 14, 15, when I was a president, one of the donors, one of my clients who has become a Rotarian. So my clients become part of Rotary or join my organization because they know. So my connection with my client is that remains for a lifetime. It's not that they are my clients. So if I call them to Rotary, first of all, I have to be good in my work. Otherwise, I will spoil my name in the organizations they come from. So they are happy with me and they continue to associate with me lifetime. So
Wonderful.
she decided to support 12 surgeries for heart surgeries in 1 year during the year of my presidency.
Wow.
What happened was 1.25 lakhs was the surgery cost, and
Yes.
she had support. She said she'll give 15 lakhs. 6 months, I took 1.25 lakhs, 700 lakh hua. After I said, okay, just now our surgery is going on, you wait, I'll give you a better proposal and we'll see what we can do further. Post some time, I told her, see, you are giving 7.5 lakhs. If you have, I knew she had the funds, only she had to make a decision whether you wanted to utilize those funds. I said, okay,
Correct.
you have the funds, you want to use it, you have to spend 12.5 lakhs more, so around 20 lakhs is what is expected out of you. But when you give 20 lakhs, it will come back with 35 lakhs.
True. Very
So
true.
Rotary International will pay the balance and you will be able to touch more hearts.
Yeah.
She took that deal and she paid 20 lakhs.
Wonderful.
And we ended up doing more. So she would have done with 7.5 lakhs, she would have touched 6 more hearts. With 35 lakhs, she has touched 35 more hearts. So it became
Awesome.
added value to her what she did. So actually that time is when I was asked by the district of Bombay, where there are around 120 clubs, to head this pediatric heart surgery project for the district. And that's how I came into the project. And when I came into the project, I propose to see in Rotary. What happens is when we raise the money, the donor gives money. For example, you are giving money for heart surgery. I have to use your money for surgery, not for making a film out of it,
Right.
because that's an
For what
admin cost.
purpose it is given, it has to be used.
Yeah. So the film is an admin cost. So all the Rotary donors give money for a project, so we cannot use it for admin cost.
Correct.
I suggested to Kokilaben, why don't you all sponsor the film? Now they had seen my film, so they said, "Like, this film looks good." I said, "See, I am telling you, I have not tried this out. It's not a tried and tested model, but I think it may work."
Correct.
So Adi made the film. We showed the film in Rotary for the first meeting. We raised money for 300 surgeries, 6 crores in 10 minutes.
Oof! That's a whopping 6 crores in 10 minutes. Amazing.
Yeah.
This is the power of networking.
Yeah. And after that, and networking is all the Rotarians in Bombay who until then had totally done 120 surgeries in 3 years. Came in 10 minutes, 300 surgeries ka money. It's only a matter of changing their perspective, touching their hearts. That's what it happens.
Right.
So that's
So
how
touching
network.
hearts, helping people lead better lives.
Yeah. So
That
that's
was
how.
actually my tagline earlier.
Yeah. So touching their hearts is the name of the project.
Oh, wonderful. Awesome. Now we see the connections, like, this is how God brings people together, and there are dots that are connected. And I believe the universe is very powerful, and the universe connects us because it wants a particular project to be done.
Yes.
So the
वो
right person.
शाहरुख खान का डायलॉग है ना, यूनिवर्स में
सर,
डाल लो.
मेरे हर सेशन में वो डायलॉग आता है.
हाँ, तो
आप बोलिए.
वो मेरा डायलॉग है कि
हाँ, मेरा भी है.
आई लीव इट ऑन गॉड. टेंशन गॉड को देने का, अपने को नहीं लेने का. हम ये
हाँ,
करना चाहते, आप कराओ, खत्म.
आप कराओ. राइट.
या ओनली द जरिया. If
Yes.
you are chosen, God has chosen you. It's a privilege for you. Nobody, it means it's the
Right.
money people not necessarily can do it. Without money also, if you can do it, it is because you are chosen. That's what.
करेक्ट. सो अगर किसी आप साथ में बोलेंगे.
नहीं, आप ही बोलो. आई एम
स्टाइल
नॉट
में.
वेरी गुड एट डायलॉग्स.
अगर किसी चीज को तहे दिल से चाहो तो पूरी कायनात आपको उससे मिलाने में जुटी रहती है.
Right.
So everybody used to later on call me Lady Shahrukh Khan, because in my sessions somehow or the other this dialogue has to come, and that's been the truth of my life as well.
One more example I want to give is, one of the Rotarians invited us to the KBC show.
KBC. Okay.
KBC का भी recent, अभी now KBC is not going to continue because Amitabh Bachchan has retired from there, basically.
Correct.
That was one of the last shoots which we attended. And we were around 17 members from our club who attended that show.
हाँ.
Now what happens is, अभी KBC में जा रहे, normally आप जाएंगे, देख के आ जाएंगे, खत्म हो गया story.
बराबर.
मेरे को वो उतने में मजा नहीं आता है.
हाँ.
मैंने अमिताभ बच्चन के लिए एक प्लाक बनाया. Unstoppable was the plaque designed for him. Unstoppable. He is a man who is unstoppable.
हाँ.
So it was exactly apt for him कि unstoppable करके पूरा प्लाक बनाया.
Okay.
ऊपर मेरे रोटरी पे नाम लिखा, नीचे अमिताभ बच्चन का नाम लिखा, और पूरा एनग्रेव प्लाक था अनस्टॉपेबल का.
Wow.
So we handed it over to him there.
हाँ.
We have a brochure of our Rotary, which is a complete detailed brochure of how Rotary works, how Rotary functions. तो ब्रेवार्ड्स का इंट्रोडक्शन है उसमें. I normally everything is soft copy. उस दिन मैंने उसके लिए प्रिंट आउट लेके गया. अभी ये सब वो लेने वाला था नहीं लेने वाला था मुझे नहीं पता, और मैंने ये सोच के लेके गया कि मैं लेके गया, बस खत्म. मैं लेके जाता हूँ, देने गया मेरे को, खत्म.
Right.
So I handed it over to him on that day. His staff takes it and collects it and takes it to his house. That's what he does. He collects everything and takes it to his house. He took it home.
Wow.
The unusual part was, now he took it home. Whether he kept it in his godown, क्या किया वो पता नहीं चल रहा अपने को. चलो वो लेके गया. After a few days, now because the brochure was there, there's a my name, number, everything of Nazin's name, my number, name, everything is there. There's a letter coming from Amitabh Bachchan acknowledging us about what the work we are doing.
Wow.
And our names, the whole letter is typed, and because it is, maybe his staff has written it, but the reading has been done कि ये हम लोग काम कर रहे हैं, तो उसके लिए उसको acknowledge किया. ऊपर handwriting, Amitabh Bachchan writes in his own handwriting, Nazneen and my name, and he signs below in his own signature. And that is
Superb.
a souvenir for us, which is an unusual souvenir. You know that. So these things
And it
happen.
is priceless. It is
It's priceless.
priceless.
Yes, yes.
So this is what we do at Management Me School of Confidence. We want to give you the best value. And I think Usha has been waiting since a long time. Tanush is also waiting to
Yeah.
ask questions. So Gayatri, you can take a break. Meanwhile, check the chat that I have sent to you. And we take Usha online. Where is Usha? Yes. I'll pin you, Usha. Yes. You can ask your question, Usha. No, I put name. Sorry. I will take Usha. And yes, Usha.
Miss, for us, you are a super connector. So in
Yeah.
every sessions, you introduce as a celebrity guest
Yes.
because
We all
we
we
don't
all
have
say,
so much network that we can meet
Madam,
them or whatever. But you are the connector.
Madam is a celebrity. We are not.
Thank you. I
But
accept
it's
it wholeheartedly. And I must
Mm.
say that I'm so impressed with Usha because she is one person who can inspire everybody for the concept of forever learning. She loves to learn and she completed her graduation at the age of 50 years. And she will say what she's doing now. Yes, Usha, you can say, what are you doing now?
At the moment, I'm learning with Miss public speaking and personality development.
And
And
she's discovering the leader within her.
yeah,
And one day she's
uh,
going to be a part of Management Me. That's my aspiration.
thank you. Sir, I just want to ask that how to create and expand the network at matlab, not the business level or job level, at the personal
Personal.
as we can say that with help and support we gain network. What other things, sir?
Basically, network expand करने का तो तरीका ये है कि you actually focus on your contact list and through that enlarge your contact list. Now, that's how you go because every contacts के contacts होते हैं. आपको basically relationship build करना है. अगर आज मेरा बीजी के साथ कांटेक्ट नहीं होता तो आज मैं यहाँ नहीं होता, तो वो कांटेक्ट ही है ना जो काम में आता है. So every network is through some connect. Now,
Correct.
today we meet all the time, but today I am experiencing what BG does.
Right.
So that's what it is. See, when you connect, only then you come to know about the other person.
Right.
Every time we are so occupied in our own lives that possible नहीं होता है कि हम सब लोगों से बात कर पाए, लेकिन कभी कभी आपको एटलीस्ट निकालना चाहिए टाइम लोगों से कनेक्ट करने का. और एक चीज तो मैं बिलीव करता हूँ कि मैं मेरा जो भी इफ आई कनेक्ट विद अ पर्सन टुडे, फर्स्ट थिंग इज आई विल सेव दैट नंबर ऑन माय फोन. सो आई विल नेवर हैव a number without a name.
Correct.
I will have their number. After that, I'll send them my profile and I ask them to send their profile to me, so I know them much better in terms of professionally also. तो क्या
So
होता है
it's
कि जब भी when you build up around that, you create that now you have built a relationship with that person. आगे
true.
जाके आप उनके साथ connect कर सकते हो ऐसा.
True. So, Usha, you have so many networks. You have your yoga group, you have your family group, you have your Management Me School of Confidence group. So, ये तीन network तो आपके बन गए. Now, इसमें से how much time do you take to speak to Gayatri? How much time do you take to speak to your yoga teacher and the yoga friends? So, you have to select whom you want to be connected to. जहां पे एक विन विन इंटरेक्शन होगा. आप किसी से भी बात करो, बी देयर टू गिव, to make them feel that yes, you are important to me. Today everybody is looking what is in it for me. So be there to give to somebody. So there are certain things. You have the wisdom, you have raised 3 beautiful kids and they are all at very high levels working in big fours and many such companies. So you have that experience that you can share with somebody in your yoga group who must be struggling with their kids. So find out what are those touch points where you can connect to people. And once you make a conscious attempt, like how Sir said, he not only takes the number, but he adds the name, plus he sends his profile and he takes their profile. Now, why does he have to take their profile? Because he can see how he can help them. And that's how you can get connected. Now, I'm so thankful to you that you asked this question. That means there is an intention for you to expand your network, and you definitely will. So thank you so much, Usha. We are pressing for time. So we'll go forward with the next question with Tanush. Tanush is, a very young child, but with a lot of wisdom. And I do learn a lot from him. So it's fun being with him. So Tanush, this is your chance to ask your question.
Thank
You're
you,
an
ma'am.
engineer, no, Tanush? You are learning engineering.
Yes, sir. I'm studying for my JEE exam right now.
So I'll tell you one thing. We may be senior people, but we learn from our children. That's how I look at it.
Yes, yes, we do.
So my son is an engineer. He's an aerospace engineer. He's in Dallas, and he's done his masters. He's very techno savvy. तो मैं उसका सर खपाता हूँ, भाई मेरे को ये प्रॉब्लम हो गया है, फोन पे ये हो गया, ये हो गया, ये हो गया, वो मेरे को सॉल्व करके देता है, because that's the way
Yes.
technology was not.
Yeah.
See, all said and done, I'll tell you all that we have seen all the ages. We have seen no phone, पब्लिक कॉल बूथ पे जाके हम लोग ने बात किया है, तभी MTNL फोन देता नहीं था, हमने
Yeah.
मोबाइल खरीदा जब 16 रुपया मिनट का चार्ज लगता था, और हमने आज लैपटॉप का स्विच बटन दबाने को मुझे टेंशन आता था, आज मैं जूम पे बात कर रहा हूँ और टेक्नोलॉजी से काम कर रहा हूँ. तो मतलब we have seen, you all have to born and brought up in the age which is technology.
Yeah.
We have
Wonderful.
seen age from zero to what we are today. That is.
Correct. So go ahead with your question, Tanush.
So, sir, I just wanted to ask, it is you can make networks with your friends, family, even acquaintances. But if you want to make connections with people who are ahead in terms of networking or what they've achieved, how do you leave an everlasting effect that they should remember your name when something ever comes up in that field? Because it's hard to sometimes like make it so that you make connections with people that are maybe at a position higher than you so that you can like elevate yourself. So how do you leave an everlasting effect?
Awesome. Wonderful question.
I gave an example of Amitabh Bachchan. Now, I never thought that he would come back to me or I would get a letter from him, but it did come back.
Yes.
I gave an example of my principal who replaced me in his position. So when I was learning from him, I never thought that I would be even chosen to teach in SNDT and replace him there. So those are examples. Is do what you are doing
The best that you can.
in the best way you can. People are looking. All the people are looking, and the people who look at it, if it's destined to, जैसे यूनिवर्स की बात की मैडम ने, वो यूनिवर्स में आपने अपना डाल दिया, आप डालो, उसके बाद यूनिवर्स आपको लाके देगा, ऐसा.
See, by asking a question right now, you made an impact on Khuzem.
Yeah.
Right? So it doesn't have to be something very great. It can be a small thing. And when you genuinely want to connect to people now, you definitely will find it. And yes, Khuzem, I did not know that you went to meet Amitabh Bachchan because that is also my dream. But next time we get a chance, we are going to meet Amitabh Bachchan together.
Yes, sure.
So see how he has come. This is in my mind since a long time. He has spoken about it, he's spoken about how he visioned it, and he just did it and sent it to the universe. So that's how we send it to the universe, relax back, set it and forget it. And that's how you can get connected. So make a list of all the people that you want to get connected to. And automatically you will work on yourself to ensure that they notice you.
Or one more most important thing is, see, even if it doesn't happen, if you have done your best try, if you have done your best effort, you will get a replacement which may be better than what you are asking for.
Yeah.
So asking में कमी नहीं करने का, because once you ask, उसमें दिल से मांगने का, क्योंकि जब तक कोई मांगेगा नहीं मिलता नहीं है.
Superb. Thank you so much, Tanush. And
Thank
we
you,
go
sir.
forward with Gayatri. Yes, Gayatri, next question.
Yes, sir. So the next question I had for you is how has networking positively impacted your organization?
Your organization means your business you're talking about, right?
Yeah, your business.
How it has impacted my organization. See, it's one network that helps one not just to grow their business initiatives, but also oneself. For me,
Mm,
all the three networking organizations I'm associated with have helped me for my business development as a person and also supported the social initiative that I have been part of. So I'll give you an example that I had a network. I was part of a Rotary Club, which was I was part for 16 years, and somehow they were not like-minded people. So in a space becoming president twice also, I realized that वो लोग को प्रॉब्लम है और मुझे प्रॉब्लम वाले लोगों के साथ रहने में मजा नहीं आता. They are still my friends. They are still my friends. But the point is, I'm not with them, working with them day in and day out.
true.
I don't disconnect with anybody, but I decide whether I want to continue working with them or I want to मतलब high and buy वाले friends रखें. तो high and buy वाले
Mm,
friends अभी भी हैं मेरे, लेकिन
mm,
मैं उनके साथ नहीं हूँ.
mm,
मैंने एक दिन डिसाइड किया कि मुझे I want to leave this, but I didn't want to leave Rotary. I wanted
mm.
to leave that club because they were not gelling well.
Okay.
In 20 days, I got 20 like-minded people who were already contributing towards my project to join Rotary in 20 days. 30 people joining Rotary in 20 days is not possible, but I have done that.
Awesome.
So that's what happens when you say, okay, and there was a target. I decided on 10th of June. Rotary year starts on 1st of July. And I said I want to launch my club on 1st of July. I got my launch on 2nd July. 1st July it doesn't happen. Rotary term changes on 1st July. But they take to actually start functioning, it is 2nd July. So first day which I got for the year was 2nd July. And I got that day for my club to start. So,
Awesome.
so that's how it is that when you have that is the network which came to me. They joined my Rotary Club because they had understood what I am as a person. They
True.
knew that what they if they were wanting to contribute. See, everybody has a limited amount of time, limited resources to give. Now, if
True.
they say that if they will not connect with a person, they find that this guy will not deliver because
Ah,
they are giving the money, the time. Everybody wants deliverables. So
correct.
that's what they felt, and uh, that's what we're doing now.
Fantastic. So here I am reminded, sir, about Thomas Alva Edison. So, you know, he is one of the greatest inventors of times. And yeah, before he would, invent something, he would call a press conference and he would say that this is what I am inventing. Even before he had even worked onto it, just the idea comes and he just shares it and makes it public. So you sort of have what do you say, a great thing quality where you put out that dates, like you said, 2nd July I am going to have this club open. So this what do you say, likability to numbers, and it's like dreams are goals with dates. So that's what you actually do. सो ये बचपन से ही आपके अंदर था या आपने किसी से सीखा या इट जस्ट केम आउट एज अ स्ट्रेटजी?
बचपन से तो मैं पहले पायलट बनना चाहता था, जो मैं बना नहीं.
Oh, we have a student who's a pilot actually, Dwani. She couldn't attend because her other classes were happening.
बचपन में जो मैं कॉलेज स्कूल में था तभी मैंने सोचा मेरे को पायलट बनना है. फाइनली my passion was drawing, so
Uh-huh.
I ended up in the field which I was liking. So
Right.
actually my dad is a mechanical engineer.
Uh-huh.
He has worked with Dr. Bhabha at BRC.
Uh-huh.
I became an interior designer.
Uh-huh.
My children have become engineers and financial analysts. So Everybody
A
has lived their
mixture.
passion. It is everybody has gone about, and me and my wife both are interior designers. So basically, I believe हमारा पैशन है, मतलब ये नहीं कि बच्चों को उसमें डाल दो, वो हमारा
Correct.
पैशन है, हमारे साथ वो
Correct.
we will it should not, it should be everybody's passion. What they like, they should do.
Correct. So I think Gayatri's dad is a pilot. He's in fact Captain Vinod Kumar, who's been a squadron leader, and MIG planes is what he used to fly. And so, Gayatri, did you at any point of time feel bad? Like, of course, initially you felt bad that you could not become a pilot.
Actually, even like seeing my dad, even I was inspired to become a pilot. पर फिर 7th grade में चश्मे लग गए तो वो सारे plans पोपट हो गया. But I changed. I feel like everything happens for a reason, right?
Yes.
And I did have an interest in business also, so that's why I chose business. But yeah.
Wonderful. So I'm sure you're going to create your own startup, definitely starting with MBA. And we will also very soon do your assessments so that you know which is the exact field to take. Gayatri, it has been wonderful talking to you. I think you would like to ask one question more very quickly because before we wind up. So we
Yeah,
have
one
3 minutes
most
precisely.
of these questions are more or less the same. So one last question is from your experience from in your life, is there any experience that made you realize how important networking is? Like any experience
Any
that made you
specific?
realize, yeah, specific
I think he
event.
already shared about
Exactly. He shared
making his
already.
corporate film and all that. But
Networking is necessary only. There's nothing
Exactly.
that you can live without network.
Yeah.
See, we are human beings. We
Correct.
want people around us, and network is only a medium. You use that medium to connect with people.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
Network is making friends, not. We should never think from the point of view कि मेरे को इसमें क्या मिलने वाला है. वो मिलेगा ऑटोमेटिकली मिलेगा. मतलब जो मिलना है वो मिलना है, और जो नहीं देने वाला है वो देगा भी नहीं, कभी भी नहीं देगा. तो वो नहीं
Rightly
सोचने
said.
का.
So,
That
yeah.
way.
ये ना पूछो दुनिया से कि हमको क्या मिलेगा, ये सोचो कि हम क्या दे सकते हैं.
और
So yes,
देने वाले जो है ना, वो ऊपर वाला दिलवाता है.
yes.
You become
देने
givers
वाले
only
का
because
हाथ ऊपर होता है.
God decides for you to be the giver. So it is, you are lucky to be the chosen one. That way.
So actually हम सबको दे भी नहीं सकते हैं. जिसका डेस्टिनी में लिखा है उसी को दे सकते हैं. और and if we are a medium, then only we can provide. That is also one realization that I've had. Tanush has another interesting question. Yes, Tanush, taking you online.
Yeah, sir. So I had a question. Like, I have recently understood after joining BGM's classes how to start conversations with people. So, and when I came to 11th and 12th into a new environment, I was being as social as possible and with the idea of making many friends. But I have this fear, not a fear exactly, but this thought that if I would do a favor for someone, they might not be able to reciprocate that same favor if I need it. So, like, how does one understand for whom you give those favors to? Because for a certain extent, you can't just keep on being selfless.
Tell you one thing, Tanush, you learn to be selfless. Let God give you things to you. You know, if you have to get you, दुनिया में जो मिलना है ना, वो कहीं से भी it will come to you. Don't, by giving, you will not become less. But if you have to get, you are going to get. And if you are not going to get from that person, you will never get. So don't worry. You don't stop giving because the other person, you should not think from the other person's point of view. Think from your own self. Think with your own heart. Giving is something which, if you are doing, it's the best thing which you can do.
Sure.
Taking is not the best thing you can do.
So you
Yes,
don't
sir.
have to put so much thought into whether that person is going to give back to you. Because if you put that kind of a thought, obviously that person will get that idea that you are expecting something from that person, and that will be a transactional interaction that you
It becomes
have.
a business deal. It doesn't become
Yeah.
a relationship.
Correct. And
Vijay,
if yes,
I
yes.
want to say something.
Yes,
Networking can build you.
yes, networking can definitely build you.
नहीं नहीं I want to say something. I just forgot. You just continue. I just let
Okay,
you.
when you remember, let me know. And thank you for being there. So, Tanush, it is like, the giver's gain. We have the giver's gain, which we believe in. That dete jao. देणाऱ्याने देत जावे, घेणाऱ्याने
Excellent. And
घेत जावे.
networking can help you in a growing up.
Neha, 1 second. What did you say?
Networking can help you growing up. मतलब network है तो आप grow कर सकते हो.
Grow कर सकते हो. So today, my networking with Khuzem has added value to so many lives.
Yeah.
Right? It will help them grow.
Yeah.
So networking always gives you something back.
Yeah.
So don't think twice before giving somebody some help or help, being instrumental in their growth. देते जाओ, अपने आप आ जाएगा. So what he here wants to say is he should also be assertive and stand up for himself and not get used. So that's a different thing, if I'm not mistaken. So
Yeah.
has anything like this happened to you, sir, where you didn't even realize, but that person was taking unnecessary or undue advantage of you?
Yeah, like that was my question, kind of.
Yeah.
See, hota hai, but that should not affect you personally. It should not affect you personally, because why should you go into a negative mode of your, because if the hurt comes, hurt is within you.
Correct.
Hurt should not be within you. You should live a full life. Let the other person feel कि मैंने ये किया, उसको कुछ फर्क भी नहीं पड़ा. मतलब वो intentionally कर रहा था, वो चाहता था कि it should hurt you, but आप hurt नहीं हो तो उसको बाद में ज्यादा तकलीफ होने वाला है. ये समझ लो that if you hurt yourself, he'll win the battle, but if you don't hurt yourself, that person has lost the battle.
So there is one beautiful book which is called Four Agreements, and in that one of the agreement is don't take anything personally. However, I would like to add here that, sir, we need to set boundaries. If somebody is taking continuous advantage, you need to ensure कि ठीक है भाई, this is what you're asking, this is what I can give, but please do not expect me to give favors again and again. I feel we don't draw our boundaries, and hence people start using us and we start blaming them. So instead of blaming them, I feel you can be very assertive and say, ठीक है, till here I can do, but I don't want to go beyond this. And there's nothing wrong
Yeah, there's nothing.
in saying that, नहीं मुझे नहीं करना ये चीज. It's okay. बिकॉज अगर आपको नहीं करना है और आप कर रहे हैं, तो आप उस गुस्से में कर रहे हो, तो वो गुस्सा भी उस तक पहुंचता है ना. So it's better to say I would have helped you out, but actually I'm not feeling like helping you. I don't want to help. And it's okay. You have every right to say that. And if that person is a true friend, he or she will understand. That's how you put your limits. So many times we get into problems because we have not put limitations. Like, for example, sometimes if people say, that person always misuses me, or you are allowing that misuse to happen, and that is why that person is misusing you. So everything is in duality. अगर abuser है, तो abused है. Abuse जिस दिन बोलेगा कि मुझे abuse नहीं होना है, abuser निकल जाएगा. So everything is in duality. I think the question is cleared.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. So we go back to one last question. Thank you, Gayatri, for those wonderful questions. She has prepared it herself, sir. So a huge round of applause.
I think all of you
Yeah.
should get invited by ma'am for the BNI meeting. You'll learn something more.
Gayatri has already come once.
He's come, okay.
So Tanush, I wanted to take, but because of his busy schedule, he was not able to make it.
Okay.
But whenever you're free on Tuesday morning, Tanush, let me know. And definitely we can be there. Yeah?
Sure, ma'am.
All right. The final question here is that, Khuzem sir, after your wide experience in networking, I would like to ask you one last question. What is your message to the youth today?
What I would say is, Nurture authentic relationship with your network.
Mhm.
Nurture authentic relationships with your network. So
Wonderful.
basically, I would say that build networks, build friends, and you all have got a long way to go. And
Yeah,
it's a building process,
wonderful.
and things will take its place when it has to happen.
True. So what he says is not just build networks, but nurture them. कोई भी चीज अगर आप शुरू करते हैं तो उसको कंटिन्यू करो, उनको नर्चर करो. So what happens is every day you're becoming better and you're giving opportunity to other people to share in your success, and you are also able to share in their success. So we have had a wonderful time here, sir, and I am so happy that I invited you and you added so much value to our students. So Management Me School of Confidence would like to give you a great um, what do you say, applause, and that applause will be a Coca-Cola clap. So I think you all can join with me with the Coca-Cola clap. It goes like this. Psst, 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 psst. So let the fizz of positivity remain with us forever and continue to connect hearts. Thank you so much, Khuzem sir, for being here and spending your valuable time with us. We will forever remember you for the wonderful work that you're doing. And many, many congratulations for all the accolades that you have received. And many, many congratulations in advance for all the accolades that you will be receiving. Gratitude, gratitude, gratitude.
Thank you very much,
Stay
Biji, for
blessed.
inviting, and it was enjoyable. I learned a lot from you today. So for me, it was another learning session. Correct.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you all. And meet you once again every Wednesday at 8:30 p.m. at The Secrets of Living a Full Life or Full Talks by Biji Tushar and team. So stay blessed, audience. Do put in your comments and share it as much as possible with all your friends. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Thank you so much. Shubharatri, and have a good time. I win when you win. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you.